Hey everyone, welcome to day 3 of the pizza application build. So in this video, we will continue building the application. So let's get started. So I have created a new folder in our project structure, that is the data folder, and I have imported the data, that is two files. One is pizza.js and the second one is pizzamania.js. So if I go into pizza.js, we have a decent amount of data. So each data contains a unique ID, a name, and then the description. It also includes the image, price, and whether or not if it is a veg item or it is a non-veg item. So the similar data is present inside our pizzamania.js, that is this one. The same thing goes here as well, the ID, the name, description, all that stuff. So this is what I've imported. So this will be shared in the description below, the data. All right, so let's get started. So in the last video, we went ahead and built up the home screen, that is this part, which contains several components. So in today's video, like on click on this one, we will be taken to the next screen where we'll be seeing the pizza items showing up. So to do that, let's first install React navigation into our system. So let's go do that first. So let's open Chrome and then let us search for React navigation. Yeah, and then the first link, let's go to read docs. So since we're using yarn, let's copy that code and then open up a new terminal, that paste it over there. So let's install this one. So since we're using an Expo managed project, we will copy this one and let's copy it here, paste it. And now let's move on to Hello React navigation and then the last one and then paste it over here. Yeah, so now what we have to do is we need to create a native stack navigator and then let's start creating the screens. So the initial step is to create a stack navigator. So let's do that. We will do it at the root of the directory. So stack navigator.js and then rnfes to get the shorthand code snippet. So let's delete this terminal, that's not required. Yeah, so now let us just copy the boilerplate code they've given, that is this one. It contains a navigation container which contains a stack navigator, and inside that we have the screens coming in. So paste it here and then let's import the navigation container from React navigation /native. And now let us also initialize the create native stack navigator, that is this one. And then let us import it as well. Okay, const. So import it from React navigation and then save the file, and let us import our home screen from our screens folder. All right, so we have set up the stack navigator. So now let us import our stack navigator inside our app.js. So instead of this thing, we will simply render our stack navigator, auto import it and save. So if you have done everything right, it should not give us any error, and it should show us the initial screen, that is the home screen. Yeah, so as you can see, we can see the home screen and we can also see the title which is home. So we do not want the title to be seen on this screen. So let's go to our stack navigator and let us provide some options, that is over here, and we will give it as header shown, and we will set it to be false. Save. Yeah, so you can see the header being disappeared, that's nice. So now let's go to our home screen. All right, so over here, that is on click on the image, that is the veg pizza image, we should be navigated to the next screen. So first let's go create a screen, that is the pizza screen. So let's create a new file with the name pizzascreen.js and then rnfes to get that shorthand code snippet. Save the file, and now what we do is let's go back to our home screen and then we will make use of the hook called as use navigation to move to the next screen. So let's initialize it first. So const navigation equals to use navigation, and let's import it as well from React navigation/native. So on click on that image, so let's provide an event for that. That is okay, I think that is there inside our menu component. So let's copy this one here. So let's go to our menu component and then let's paste this one here. Yeah, so now over here on press on the first image, that is this one, we will navigate to the next screen. So on press, takes function, so we will simply write navigation start navigate. Yeah, so over here we will navigate. So here we will write the name of the screen we want to navigate to. So we have only created the screen, but we have not initialized it inside our stack navigator. So let's go first initialize the screen. So the second screen we have created is called as the pizza screen. So let's write that here. So name equals to pizza, and then component equals to, come on, pizza screen. Yeah, and we will give options header shown as false for this too. All right, so now let's import pizza screen from our screens folder, save the file, go back to our menu component, and over here in navigate we will write the name of the screen, that is pizza. So save the file. Yeah, so can't find use navigation, so let's import that as well and then save the file. So now if I press on this image, I should be taken to the next screen. So yeah, there you go, we can see that coming over here, but here also it's going it's almost touching the status bar. So let's go to our pizza screen, and then instead of a view, let's make use of a safe area view. Same thing over here, and let's import it from React Native. Save the file. Yeah, so you can see the text pizza screen showing on the screen. So now we will make use of a flat list, and then we will render the pizza item. So let me show you the design. That is this one. We will be rendering like 2 columns of pizza, and which will contain the name, the description, and over here this is the size part. We can select like different sizes from regular, medium to large, and this is the add to cart button. So we'll be designing that now. So first things first, let me first get the data, that is import the data. We have already created the data in the data folder. So import pizza from data, and then let's initialize it to some value, const data equals to pizza. Yeah, so here let's create a back button so that we can go back. So for that, let me get that icon. So expo.icons.fii, the first one, let's hit a back button. Yeah, so let's try this one from Ioni icons, and then copy the import code, paste it over here, then the render component code. Yeah, so instead of the text we'll paste this one. So okay, here again let's initialize our navigation equals to use navigation. Let's import it as well, and then first let's save it. Yeah, so on press on that, we will take a function, and then we will write navigation dot go back. So this will take us back to the screen we came from, that is the home screen. So let's save it. So this is just to go back in an easy way, so that it doesn't take a lot of time. All right, so yeah, it's working properly. So now we will initialize the flat list. So flat list, yeah, so flat list basically contains like basically 2 props, that is the data and then the render item. So if you have not checked out my flat list video, I'll just pin it in the description, you can go check that out. So here data is our data that we just initialized, that is this one, All right, so the next one is render item. So this takes the item. Okay, so here we will render a different a unique component for each item in our list, that is a component. Okay, so first we let's go and initialize our component, that is, so select the component folder, new file, pizza component.js, then rnfes to get the shorthand snippet, save the file, go back to our pizza screen. Now let's import our pizza component from a components folder, and here let's pass the data, that is pizza equals to item. Now save the file. If I save the file, it should give me like it should give me the text, like how many ever times the data is present inside our pizza.js. So save the file. Yeah, so you can see all the items coming up. So initially we do not have any design, so that's the reason we are getting only the text, because we have only a single text which says pizza component. So now let's go design it. All right, so this will receive the props. Let's restructure it. Let's take the pizza. So let's check what are the props coming. So let's console.log the props. So console.log the message saying props and pizza. So if I save the file, let me increase up the terminal size. Yeah, save. Yeah, so you can see all the data which is coming up. So using this data, we will style the screen and then make it look like this. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing we do is we will map through the data, everything, and then let's start it. Okay, so first thing is, let us map through the data. So pizza.map for every item. All right, we will render a pressable component. So let's import pressable. Okay, just giving the error. So let's do one thing first. Let us render the name of the item we have and then check if it is really working or not. So item.name, because we have a name attribute inside our data. If you can see, yeah, this is the this one name. So let us save the file and go to this one again. Yeah, so we have undefined coming. It's not a function here, pizza.map. Let's go to our pizza screen, and then yeah, here we are using the icon and the flat list and the render item attribute. Here we are taking the item and then we are rendering a different component for each item present in the list. So pizza equals to item. Okay, so let us remove this one, save the file, go to the screen. So nothing appears, but we have different objects coming. Okay, let's do one thing. Let us initialize it to a array first. On state I equals to, let's make here we'll give pizza. So now let's console.log the data. Let's comment out this one, save. Yeah, so now we are getting it in the form of array. So now let us try that one. So instead of pizza, let's use data and then check if you are able to get the name. Save the file. Yeah, so now it's working absolutely fine. We are getting the name of all the pizza items we have in the list. So now we'll start styling it up. So let us remove this one, console.log. Let us remove this one too. Yeah, so now, so instead of the name, the first attribute is the image. So this takes a image, the image takes a source, this takes a URI. In our case, it's going to be item.image because that's the attribute we have given, that is this one. So let's import image from React Native, and then let's give some basic styling, that is the width and height, so that we can see it on the screen. Okay, not the width, the height one, height is going to be 200, and let's give it a aspect ratio, let's say a 5 by 5, and then save the file. Yeah, so you can see all the images coming up. Okay, so let's remove that, the vertical scroll bar. So in flat list, we'll write an attribute called show vertical scroll indicator, and we will set it to be false. Save the file. Now if I scroll, that should be gone, nice and clean. Now we will go to our pixel component back, and then let us continue styling it. Okay, so let us also give a resize mode, and we'll set it to be cover. Okay, that didn't mean any change. Okay, fine. Next we will so okay, after the image we have this blue color item component where we have all the data, that is the name and the description. So let's make use of a view. So this will take a text. Okay, it'll actually take two texts. So the first text is for the name, and the second text is for the description. So for this one, it's going to be item.name, and for this one is going to be the item.description. Okay, so let me save the file. Yeah, so you can see the name and the description coming up. So let us style it in this way. First, let us give it a background color, that is to the view. So let's give it a background color. So I have the color with me right here. So it's gonna be 0064 and then 91. Let's also give some internal spacing, that is padding, to be 10. Save the file. Yeah, all right. So for the text part, let us give it some font weight and font size too. So font size, set it to be 17, and font weight to be bold. Yeah, and even the color should be white. Save the file. Yeah, I think it's looking good. So for the description here, we only have like maximum, like say 20 characters, and then we are ending the line with 3 dots. So let us make use of the substring. We will write 20 characters, and then let's add some dots at the end. Save the file. Yeah, I think it's okay. Or let's give 25, say. All right, so next thing we do is we will change the color. I think that is like pink. Yeah, okay, fine, it's looking good. So the next thing we do is so initially we are getting the data like it's coming one below the another. So we want it to look in this way, that is we need to have 2 columns. So let's go back to our pizza screen that is over here. So this will take a attributes called num columns, and we'll set it to be 2. Save the file. So if I go back to my pizza this image, if I click on that, yeah, so there you go, it's working absolutely fine. Yeah, but there are some problems, that is over here, that is almost touching the screen. Okay, let's see what we can do. So let's go back to our pizza component. Yeah, don't know why is that spacing showing up. I think it's because of the name, maybe. Okay, so let's do this even for the name as well. So substring. So let's only take the first 15 characters. Yeah, now it's working fine. Because the name was too large, it was taking extra space, and we could see that extra white space coming that was over here. So now we will add extra dots over here too. All right, so 3 dots, and then save the file. Format the document. All right, so the next thing we do is we will render this one, that is the chance to select the different sizes, and then the add to cart button. So right beneath this view, Let's make use of a pressable. Okay, so this will take two things, that is the way to select the sizes, and the next one is the pressable button, that is add to cart button. So to select the size, we have a dependency called as React Native modal dropdown. So let's go to this link, and then let's first install the dependency since we're using yarn. So this one. So let me open up a new terminal, paste it here, hit enter, excuse me, over here. Okay, so next thing is we will just start using this. So first let's import modal dropdown, and then let us paste it here. Yeah, so let's copy this one. Let us paste it inside our pressable, that is over here. That is not required. Format the document once. So let me save the file. Yeah, so as you can see, we can see the chance to select the size. So if I press select, we have option 1 and option 2. Yeah, so option 2 is selected and then option 1 is selected. Yeah, so now we will make it look more beautiful. So for that, the first thing is that should come inside our view. So let's copy the entire pressable and let's paste it beneath the text, because we want that to be inside our color, that is background color of blue. Save the file. Yeah, so now we can see that text coming over here. It's formatted. So we will give the options and just above. Let me remove this. Options is gonna be options, so we will define our options just right here. Const options equals to, let us copy that here and then let's make the changes. So the first one we give is regular, and then medium, and then large. Okay, it's giving an error. Expected dot. Let's see, hopefully if this should work. Let us press and select. Yeah, we are getting that thing. So let's give more attributes to the model drop down, that is drop down style. Let's give it a width of 60 and then a height of 80. Save the file. Yeah, so we can see only the two options. We also need the third option to be seen, so let's give it 100. Yeah, okay, now it's working fine. Cool. So now we will give another attribute called style, and let's give a width of 60. Okay, format the document. Let's go back again. Yeah, so if I press on this, yeah, you can see different sizes coming up, and we can select any one of them and that will be selected. So let's give some spacing to the pressable outside, bit of space on the top, 5. Yeah, so the same thing goes for our description too. It's almost touching the top text, so margin top of 4. All right, so now we will style up the button, that is this one, the add to cart button. So that will come over here. So again, a pressable. So this is going to take a text which says add to cart. Okay, save the file. And for this one, let us give the styling, that is flex direction row, and then line items center. All right, So let's also try and give justify between, see if it looks good. Space between. Yeah, I think it is okay. Not looking bad. No, it's not okay because it's almost going to the next part of the screen. So let's remove that. And then let's give just margin left to this this pressable thing that's going to work. So let's give style and background color. I have the color with me, 30C, and again 0C. Save. Okay, that's, I don't think I've typed the color right, so let's give a padding of 10. I think this should be CO instead of 0C. Save. Nope. Zero 3 CO and then 3C. Nope. So let's go select our own color. So green shades, CSS. So let's say we'll say like this one. Okay, I got the same color. 03C 30C 3C. Okay, so let's just copy that here and then save. Yeah, now we're getting the correct color. So let's actually decrease the padding, it's looking too much. 5. Yeah, so let's give some spacing towards the left of 15. All right, and then also spacing on the top, that is here. So margin top of 6, 10. Yeah, I think 10 looks good. So let's give it a border radius too of 8, 6, 4. I think 4 looks good. So let's change the color and set it to be white. Okay, that styling comes to the text part. And a font weight of bold. Yes, I think it's looking exactly the same. Okay, so fine. So just about this one, that is here, we will render that text which says size. Okay, so I think for that we need another view. So this view will take the modal drop down and the text. So let's give it size, format it, save the file. Yeah, so for the size part, we will give the styling, that is color, to be white, and then the font size to be, let's say 17 or 18. I think 18 is a bit too big. Yeah, I think 15 looks good. Okay, so now we will, yeah, so as you can see, this in this design we have that slight line coming, that is like too subtle to just make it look even more good. So to do that, we will go to the auto pressable, that is over here, and we will give the style, that is something called as border end radius, I think border end color. So I have the color with me, that is AF or D8 and then F5, and we will also give a bit of border width and set it to 1. I think 1 is like too much, to 0.1. Yeah, so as you can see that line up here, so if I just comment that out or remove that thing goes off. Save. Yeah, so you can see the line goes off. So if I again paste it, you can see that line coming. It just gives a good UI experience for that. Okay, I think it's looking good now. So now Yes, I think we are pretty much done with this design. Alright, so let us now also create another screen for this thing, that is Pizza Mania. So let's go to our screens folder, and here we'll create another screen.pizza.js, any random name, so rnfes, save the file. Okay, so now what we do is we will just do the same thing that we did for our pizza screen. Okay, so just copy that safe area view again, and then let's go to our pizza screen and copy it here. So let's import the necessary things, that is, the first one is safe area view, and then the flat list, and then I think, yeah, we also need the pizza component as well, right? So let's import it, control space bar, come on, not enough, import it. Okay, so we also require the INE icons as well, so import that code here, go back to our pizza.js, and then just paste it over here. Okay, so we have done everything, but we need to change the data that is over here. So in our pizza screen we got the data from the pizza. Okay, so here we will import Pizza Mania, so let's import that first. So import Pizza Mania from the data folder. So over here let's initialize it to the data, so const data equals to Pizza Mania, and then save the file, and let's check in our, come on, pizza screen if everything is right. Okay, we are this one is not initialized, const navigation equals use navigation. I think actually we do not want that, that is just to go back in a very fast way. So all right, so we have done everything right, and for every data we are again rendering the same component, that is a pizza component, because we pretty much have the same attributes, that is a name, description, and all that thing. So I think this should work. So first let's go initialize it in our stack.navigator, that is the screen that we just created. So stack.screen name is gonna be Pizza Mania, come on, and for the component we have pizza, not pizza cube screen, just pizza, and let's import it from our screens folder. Let's close it and then save. So now we have initialized our screen inside our stack navigator. So now let's go back to our pizza.js, not pizza.js, our home screen, okay, not even a home screen, a pizza component. So where we have the third image, that is, okay, I think I'm lost. Okay, menu component, fine. Okay, so where is the last one, that is this one. So on press on this image text function, we will navigate to the pizza screen. So navigation.navigate. So here we will pass the name of the screen we want to navigate to. So the name we have given to the pizza screen, the Pizza Mania screen, is Pizza Mania itself. So let's copy that, and let's go back to a menu component, and over here let's just pass the name and then save. So now if I click on the third image, we should be taken to the Pizza Mania screen, that is this one. Here we have given not that one, this one, I guess, the pizza screen, yeah. So here we have given the flat list, and we have given a different data this time, that is from the Pizza Mania, and then we are simply rendering the same component that we just created now, that is pizza component. So let's try that. Okay, can't find variable use navigation, so let's do that. In which file is that happening? Okay, let's check. Is that in home screen? No. Pizza screen, it's already imported, and menu component is imported. in our pizza component we do not want it, then where is that error coming from? Can't find variable use navigation. Just not understanding where is it coming from. Okay, so let's see it from the start in the menu component. Yeah, we have that working. And navigation.navigate, here we have given navigation.navigate to the, okay, wrong spelling. But is that the spelling we gave in stack navigator? Yes, that is the one. Pizza Mania. Let's check the first one. Yeah, first one is working fine. This is not working. Why is that? So let's check it from the start. So here we are navigating to pizza. Okay, so here we are navigating to Pizza Mania. That is this screen. Okay, so here we have a flat list, and then we have the pizza component being rendered for each item in the list. So what is happening? So let's go back to our menu component again, and then instead of going to pizza, let's just go to the pizza screen itself. That is the initial screen. Then check what is happening. Yeah, it's working fine. This is working fine, but it's not going into the third screen that we just created. Why is that happening? Pizza Mania. So let us get our Pizza Mania component as pizza. We have imported it correctly. It's giving me error. Why is that happening? Navigation.navigate to the Pizza Mania screen. Component is pizza. Okay. Should is equals to use navigation. Okay, we have not imported it here. My god, come on. Fine, now it should work, I think. Yes, finally. Yeah, so you can see all the different items coming in. Okay, so this is the third screen. That is the second screen. That is for these items. That is Pizza Mania screen. Okay, I think we are done with like pretty much today's design. So we have different items being rendered that we got from the data. That is, we have the image, we have the name, the description, and then we have the size to select, and then the last one, that is add to cart button. So in the next videos we will create the logic to add to cart, that is to add that particular item to the cart and then display it in the next screen, that is the cart screen. So in today's video we just built these two screens, that is the veg pizza where the user can select the items he wants, and then the Pizza Mania, this one. Okay, so I don't know why it's showing the weird behavior that is over here. It's giving some extra spacing. I don't know why that is happening. Okay, the name is right, the design is right. It's still showing that weird behavior. Let's see if we can correct it now, or else it doesn't matter. I think pretty much we are giving the same menu component. Yeah, we are asking it to render the menu component same itself, but over here it's showing the exact in the proper design. All right, so for here, that is this one, it is just giving that extra spacing. Why is that happening? So let's decrease the image size and see for this one. It's working 70. Nope. Okay, I'm in the wrong screen first of all. So let's go to yeah, I think that's an NPC component screen, right? Okay, it doesn't have a bit because we have given the aspect ratio 1:1. Doesn't make any change, of course. 3:2. It's going to look the same. All right, 5:2. That's huge. Okay, never mind. Let's keep it 1:1 itself. So for the image, instead of cover, let's give contain. No change. Cover, no change. Okay. Let's check the height. 190. Nope. 200. What happens if I give 220? Yeah, for 220 it's working properly, right? But everything is going to the next screen. 210. I think even 210 is working good. Save. Come on. So yeah, for this one even 210 is working good, but the image is almost going to the next screen. That doesn't look good. Let's keep it 200 itself. All right, so I'll figure out what to do in this, and I will say in the next video for sure, because this is working absolutely fine. Doesn't matter. So now let's remove that button that is not required. So that is there in our pizza screen, I think. Yes, this one. So let's just comment that out for now for both the screens, that is pizza screen and the pizza.js. This one, comment it out. Come on, not that too. Only the any icons. Save. Yeah, so pretty much that's it for this video. Until then, keep exploring, and then thank you for watching.